Welcome to the Afrimind podcast, your podcast for courage and inspiration from Africa. My name is Lena, Wendt, and my vision is to tell stories that have the power to change your life. Hey guys, how are you doing? So today I want to talk about one thing, and this thing is called letting go. I don't know how good you are in letting go, but I haven't been. Like, I was always holding on to things, and if I had a plan or an idea or something in my mind, I really thought I have to do this. This has to go this way. And I guess it also has to do with control and this feeling of security. So maybe I feel like I can have control about my husband, my children, my work life, or like my health or whatever. But the reality is we have no control about anything because it all relates to nature. And nature is playing funny games, as we can see with Corona. So I think one of the biggest life lessons I learned, especially while traveling, was to let go. I think, one of the first times I really realized that was when I traveled Australia. I had 1 year, and in the whole 1 year, I only had one plan. Like, in the middle of the 1 year, I wanted to go somewhere in the outback, and I remember that that didn't work out. So I had to postpone this thing, I think, 3 times. And I really learned from this to not make any plans. And every time I actually travel, I come into really funny situations. For example, when I came back from Djibouti into Ethiopia, or at least I wanted to come back, they didn't want to let me into the country. But my flight was going from Ethiopia. So I was at the border in Djibouti, and I really spent already a crazy night in the bus, and it wasn't really pleasant. And they put everyone in the prison at the border of Djibouti to Ethiopia, except me. And in the end, everyone was let out of prison, put back into the bus, and I could see them traveling into Ethiopia, while I was left behind. And that wasn't really feeling well because, I just had a couple of hours left to take my flight from Ethiopia back to Germany, and the next day I had to work. So that was all in my plan, and I had to plan the whole thing that it will fit, and, I will make it back in time. And I just know that in that moment where you really let go of the stress, of the tension, of this has to be like this, things are sorting out itself. So even in my everyday life, I can see it exactly that way. For example, I'm a freelance yoga teacher, and the moment I have so many classes and I'm feeling so exhausted, 100% someone is gonna cancel. I don't even have to do anything. I just have to relax into it and be like, all right, today I'm not feeling like as if I should do that much. Something is gonna get canceled, 100%. The other way around is the same. So for example, someone cancels my classes and I'm like, shit, I should really go and make some money, but now I have all these cancellations. 100% someone's gonna call, and just like that, I have 1 or 2 more classes at the same day. And that's universe. I don't know. I would call it universe. Universe is always playing into our hands. Universe loves us and always wants the good for us. And now you might say, look, but sometimes there are bad things coming our way, like sicknesses and stuff. But even that, the sicknesses are not just coming like that. Sicknesses are already calling, like long before they get so bad. Like if I treat myself in a bad way, most of the time I get sick at that point in my body. For example, I was always really not liking my body. I thought that being female means to be soft and to be weak. So I was really fighting it. I wanted to be a woman, yes, but with the same power as a man. And guess where I got sick? In my most female part of my body, in my uterus. I had 3 operations there, and I'm 100% sure that this happens to every one of us. Like, we fight something, we get sick. And that area, like that specific area that we are fighting against, it's always related somehow. So it's like signs and signals. And if we listen to that early enough, or if we become so sensitive to realize this early enough, we can prevent it. And I know, like, not everyone has so much time in their everyday life. We have a lot of things to do. We have a lot of to-do list, and there are other people involved in our life, maybe like kids or animals or partners or family, but I mean, it's really worth to find that little time every day for yourself. For example, early morning, go and meditate, or late evening before you sleep, last thing, sit down and listen to yourself and recapture your day. Like, be grateful of what happened, be grateful for the little moments that you were really feeling yourself and were connected with yourself. And I think it becomes like an automatism to more and more in the everyday life and the everyday like rush to stand still for a moment and feel yourself and connect to yourself. And this really helps us when we are connected to ourselves. Then we automatically connect with more with the nature and more with that trust in the universe, and or if you want to call it God or whatever. And then that is just leading to this really pleasant trust in, I can let go because it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right if my train is late. It's gonna be all right if I'm sick. It's gonna be all right if there's so many appointments in the day, because it's gonna solve itself out if I relax into it. And it's really, really worth to feel my body, because whenever stress is coming into my body, the first thing I do is I stop breathing actually. So one of the first questions I can ask myself if I feel that something is like that I'm under pressure or something isn't going in the way I was planning it to be is, am I still breathing? Am I still breathing? Such a simple thing, and I'm 100% sure most of us are not. Like, most of us, when stress is coming, we start holding our breath, and then we get stiff in our shoulders, we get stiff in our neck, maybe we get stiff in our teeth and we chew, and maybe we get stiff in our pelvis. And it's about really first feeling, am I still breathing? Well, if not, better come back into your breath. And then just try to let go. Try to let go in any tension of your neck. Try to let go in any tension of your shoulders, of your pelvis. Maybe make your knees a little bit smooth, And trust. Breathe and trust. Trust that the universe loves you and that everything is gonna be all right. And then, just lean back and see what's gonna happen. And I'm 100% sure it's not just true for me, it's true for everyone in the whole world. As soon as you relax and you let go of that control leash that you think that is leading somewhere, let go, throw it away, relax, and things are gonna be all right. Just fine, and maybe life will even surprise you, because these are the moments where there suddenly are people around you that are going to help you, or suddenly you find yourself surrounded by something or in an environment that you have never discovered before, just because you did let go and you did let it flow and you did let things come to you. And it's actually, that's the beauty of life, That's the beauty of life. Well, that's when we connect back with nature. That's we connect back with the whole, when we are letting go. I'm sharing this with you because this is I think one of the biggest life lessons I ever found out for myself. And I mean, maybe you're already good in that, maybe you're already good in that, or maybe you want to share with me how you are feeling about it, or maybe you made different experiences. I would really like to hear all of this. Leave me a comment down below. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful day. Cheers and sun from Morocco.